Hello Sagittarius, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I will be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that this person is feeling and thinking towards you currently, something that they are not telling you, something that perhaps they don't want to tell you. Some of you may have already experienced this. Some of you may be experiencing this in the far future. It could be possible. I've had some people actually mention that in the comments. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So this is for those of you that have been either in a situationship, in a relationship, some of you who may have had a breakup. But this is that first person that comes to your mind, and if you can't actually think of that individual, then most likely you're not going to resonate with this reading. Oh, interesting. Very nice. Not bad at all. Sagittarius, very nice energy so far. We have two more left here. Oh, spoke too soon. There is grief and sadness here, but there's only progress because of feelings of being sad. Nobody wants to always be sad, of course. There's a time period for everything. There is a desire to progress further. Someone's really over and done with a particular part of this connection. Sagittarius, we have here, before I go forward, sorry, some of you may resonate with this as your energy, the other person's energy. Now, these roles are not reversed. You may actually feel that this energy is perhaps reversed, but that's simply because we do exchange energy with the other person, just like we pick up on habits. We also exchange energy. That's the reason why you may feel that the roles might be reversed. So yes, some of it may apply to you. And of course, the parts that don't apply for now, that is meant for somebody else. All right, Sagittarius, let's have a look here. We have surrender. After that, we have laughter. Then we have creativity, death and rebirth, a relationship, opening, grief, power, followed by energy under the bottom of the deck. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Sagittarius, I never really recognized the affection and the emotion that you used to give to me. I should have valued it when I had the chance. I never really did. I only see that now, and I only realize that now. I understand that in this connection there is a sense of belonging. There is this desire to be with the other because one feels as though they have surrendered themselves. I have also had this feeling that somehow you and I belong together. I know that you have surrendered yourself and you have made yourself vulnerable to me. Your mind, your body, and your heart. With you, I have felt this amazing connection where you make my heart happy. You have been like a friend to me, someone who knows how to make me laugh, someone who really changes the meaning of friendship. I do feel that in this connection, there's a reason why we resonate the way that we do. You and I have this unique bond, a very different kind of connection. And this friendship that exists, it is very happy, it's very cheerful, it's straight from the heart. I do want to create something with you. I want to create something that'll be long lasting for the world to see, something that will be beautiful in terms of a connection and having others in our life intertwined like families. I want to have a family with you. But I don't know if you are on the same page as me. I want to put to sleep all that has happened before, and I want to start something new. I want to be renewed in this connection. I want that feeling. In the past, in this connection, many things were rough, they were raw, they were not good. Going forward, I want to learn from these mistakes, and I want to create a better future ahead, a rebirth of something new, of something better. I do feel in this connection that there could be a chance and a hope that after I have this second chance with you, I'm able to have a long-term committed relationship with you. That is my ultimate goal. I want to be in a connection with you that will be long-lasting. I have been awake at night on my bed thinking, as many moons and many nights have gone by, I've thought about you and what you are like with others and how others treat you and how the relationship that you have with those around you is so loving. I want to be a part of that as well. And now I realize that it is important that I open up to you, that I talk to you about certain things that have happened in this connection, certain things that I just never exposed to you. I never talked to you. I hid them. Here there are feelings and emotions, certain secrets, certain things that I haven't really opened up about. And the problem here is that if I don't open up to you, you will never know what my feelings and emotions are for you. I do feel it's important for you to know. However, all that I did back in the past, there has been a lot of grief in my heart because I feel like I've lost you. That shining star that I once held up so bright. You would light my life. But now everything is dim and it's fading away. And I feel and I fear that I'm losing you. I have a lot of remorse, I have guilt, and I have regret. I do feel that in this connection, I have felt certain aspects that needed to be touched upon. There are certain things I avoided, certain things that I have said that perhaps I should not have said. There are certain things that I could have said, but I didn't. Certain actions that I could have taken, but I never did. There are many things in the past that I could have done that would have led us into a better situation, but that didn't happen. And this is why a part of me feels guilty. There is sadness, remorse, and regret. You have no power. Sorry. You have a lot of power. You have a lot of power over me. I feel powerless. I feel weak in the knees. I feel emotionally weak and vulnerable. And I find it difficult to think of anybody else because there's something unique and special about you that has always made me feel tempted. You do define temptation. I know sometimes I shouldn't go there, I shouldn't do that. But there comes a time in all connections after we realize what we want, when we want a second chance, because of the regret and the sorrow and pain. There comes a time when an individual would realize that it's important to open up. We can be open, but we are not. And I need to be more open to you and not hide certain secrets and certain things that have happened. I need and I want to expose to you the emotions that I have so that I can be in a relationship with you. Overall, there's something unique about this connection that has started to align my energy centers. My chakra centers do feel as they regenerate, as they start to turn. The volume, the velocity increases as time goes by. My heart begins to race whenever I think about you. You do make me feel as though there is some electricity that runs through my body. I have not experienced this with anyone else. You are the only one that actually makes me feel that all of my chakra centers are aligned and they come to life when I think of you and when I'm with you. These are things that I haven't realized before. These are things I haven't felt before. But knowing you now, I see a different aspect to this connection. Not only do I see and do I feel the lustful and temptation side, but I also feel the emotional side. And now I am starting to understand this spiritual awakening that I'm having through all of my energy centers. Sagittarius. Okay, so there are a lot of changes happening. Twice I made a mistake. This wasn't because of anybody else. This was because somebody knocked on the damn door. When I'm in the zone, I have to be in the zone. But the information is accurate. That's why I caught on to what I was saying. So for those of you that felt that was a disruption, oh my God, I felt it too. Irritates the heck out of me. So what's going on here? I do like this spread because what's going on here is Sagittarius, your person of interest has changed. They are changing. Here, there's these really good cards, and it's actually really cool that you have this. You have the moons here, right? These are a variety of moons, different phases. And right next to it, right after it, comes this one. Again, moons. This person has been thinking a lot about you, and they tend to think about you at night. When they miss you, they are missing you. At nighttime, all of us have been there. We lie down, we start thinking about the person. This is exactly what this person's doing. And there's a part of them that really is sad. There's a lot of sadness and there's a lot of melancholy. They simply want to open up to you. And what's unique about this connection, Sagittarius, is that they feel and they know now that in this connection, it's not just about emotions and it's not just about lust, but it's also about the spiritual aspect. This is a huge card to have because this is all of the chakras being aligned. All of them feeling like they're coming to life. There's some type of, it sounds weird, I'm getting the word electric jolt. Some of you might have experienced this when your heart chakra kind of has this electric feeling. And it's because you have actually met somebody who is from your past life. Yep. You most likely have, if you feel that, if you feel like there's certain feelings that happen that are uncommon, if you don't feel like this with other people and you feel like this with this individual, this actually means that yes, there is some type of a spiritual connection here because your chakras and their chakras are being aligned. And so it increases. I do actually have a video, an audio on that on my other channel, which is Asnointia Audio. It's called Sensually Intense Spiritual Connections. You will see that I've talked about how and why the connections that we have that are sensual in nature, why are they so intense? Here I have the Lover's Path Tarot. So let's have a look at this one. I'm going to be looking into what has happened in the past that has caused this problem in the first place. So you do have two cards that came out. Typically it's just one. You have Queen of Coins. And then you have Judgment. Followed by the Prince of Staffs. So some of you, Sagittarius, you may be dealing with somebody that's either quite younger than you, or they may be older than you. There's an age gap here. That's what it comes down to. And there's also a difference in level of maturity. It appears here in this case that you are more emotionally mature. This individual is not as much. So we have here the Queen of Coins, and then we have Judgment, we have Prince of Staffs. So let's look at the Queen of Coins first. All right. So one of the problems that occurred back then that caused these issues in the first place was there was a need to ground oneself. So one was not grounded. This is funny. What am I seeing right now? Oh, dandelions. You know those, this is not in every country. I know that. I know where I was in India, we don't have that. But dandelions, if you want to look that up, dandelion, when they turn into the light fluffy little dandelions, I don't know what they're called, but it's funny actually, I've never really told this anybody on the internet, but I call that love is in the air, and literally love is in the air when we have dandelions and pollen flying around during spring, where they're pollinating and they're reproducing all these beautiful flowers. That is literally you're walking through love is in the air. It's just a joke I've made up. It's just something. It's cute. I love it. It's like these little guys are going around looking for the girls and then they do their thing. Then we have these pretty little flowers. But what I'm seeing is that kind of cotton, you know, dandelion. It's flying, but you see, there's no, it's not actually grounded. Maybe another example would be like a bee, a bumblebee, right? Jumping from one flower to another flower to another flower, right? That's the nature of a bee. And bees are cute. They're so round and cute and furry. So these images that I'm seeing in my brain, I don't know why I see these type of things, but it's basically this individual that's jumping from one place to the other and they're not grounded. Now that is a problem, Sagittarius. That was an issue here. Maybe you knew this, maybe you didn't know this. But you needed somebody that was committed. This person was not committed. They were going from flower to flower to flower. That's what was happening. This is where this problem comes in, where there was a need to ground oneself because they were not grounded. Here, there is an over-materialistic orientation to life, and there were disappointments in the home. So we also have here, this person may have been over-materialistic. Maybe they were into a lot of money. Maybe they just wanted to look like, like a complete 12 out of 10. Like not even a 10 out of 10, but somebody that would really make their looks as if they're a superstar model, right? Or even if it's, even if it's a man, making themselves look just that part where I have everything, or look at me, I'm so cool, I have this, I have that. But that's all materialistic. And they thought that if they are like this, they expected you to be like this too. And that was a problem. But this is where this individual was coming from. There was simply an over-materialistic orientation to life. And what happened? Sagittarius, now you guys had that energy card, that spiritual awakening. Completely different. Materialism is here, spiritualism here. Completely different. You completely changed this person. So yes, in the past, these were the issues, and you might not have known this. Some of you might not have known this. So we also have here disappointments in the home. This person could have come from a broken home. They could have had issues at their own home with their parents, with their kids. There could have been a lot of problems, but this could also be them living with just friends. That's still home, right? So this person could have had some type of issues in a type of environment where they were living. And for that reason, their mood was not nice. They just wanted to constantly keep themselves happy somewhere else because they never really felt content at home. That's a problem. Here we also have the card Judgment. Judgment. This person knew that they should have made a choice. They should have made changes, but they did not. Here, it says here, a choice that needed to be made, and sometimes needs to be made between the higher and lower impulses. Wow. Higher and lower impulses. Exactly. Higher impulses is spiritualism. Lower impulses is materialistic, right? The higher and lower impulses, that is what this card talks about. So yes, definitely this person was quite materialistic, but they knew they had to make a choice and they had to make a change. And wow, they tried to, and now they're slowly getting there. We have here stagnation, the inability to act, and they were feeling as if there were blockages and they wanted to give up control. They just couldn't do it. They were not in the right mindset. For them, that was the right mindset. You see, that's the difference here. For them, it was all okay. For them, they felt that this is correct. This is the way things should be. This is the way my life is. This is what I want. No problem. Everybody had a choice. At that moment in time, this is what this person wanted. It may not have resonated with you, but it's simply because they were on a different level and you were on a different level. All right, we have here Prince of Staves. The Prince of Staves does talk about, scattered energy. There was a lack of passion at some point. There was a lack of integrity. Flower to flower to flower. Then we have action. There was a lack of action, and there was finally a lack of movement. We have here scattering and scattered energy. So, yeah, scattered energy. That's exactly it, that bumblebee. It's scattered, right? It's going from place to place. The energy is not being focused on one area. But of course, like I said, that's the nature of the bee. Here we have hesitation. So they were hesitating. Why? Because they didn't want to deal with the real thing. They were happy with the materialistic way of life. And then we have the inability to focus on matters at hand. Good God, when you see all those yummy flowers, you ladies know what I'm talking about. When you see all those flowers, it's like, man, I want to try that one. I want to try that one too. And for females too, right? females and females. There was a lot of variety, and that was just the way the mindset was. Keep your flowers in check. Oh my goodness, this honeybee. This honeybee needs a spanking. And I literally mean a spanking. Like, no naughty spanking here. We're talking here about the need to develop the skills to bring their dreams to reality. Yeah, they were living in fantasy land, right? Fantasy and not living in reality because they were only materialistic. There's so much more than just materialism. Nobody gives a shit at the end of the day. You lose shit, your houses catch on fire, tornadoes come, everything's gone. What are you left with? Yourself. And that's it. And hopefully, with the grace of God, those that you love. Materialistic stuff comes and goes. It's all in your heart and it's all in your mind, whatever you gain. That repository, that is the hard drive. Your mind, your soul. Your attitude, your lessons, the love that you've given to somebody. That is what matters on this planet as a human being. So, this bumblebee had some fun, I guess. Bad, man, bad. I'm sorry, Sagittarius, that you had to go through this. But things have now changed. This individual is starting to change, like I mentioned. You really have changed their view about life. Very nice. I'm happy for you guys. All right, let's have a look here at the Beginner's Tarot deck. Any actions, any plans that this person's going to have towards you? Oh, yikes. That happened. I saw the exact same card in a different reading. My goodness. And then people say that I just post the same ones up. Oh, if I posted the same ones up, would the video not be the exact same? Would my readings be half the time late? I'm always trying to catch up with my readings, guys. Sorry, sometimes I do post a little late. Actually, a few times, you know, it was problems with the, with actual YouTube. So a few times it's not actually been my internet. It's just been the actual complete back, I don't know what you call it, database. I don't know what you call it. Ooh, yay. I just tap my feet. I tap my feet when I'm happy. It sounds weird, guys. I'm going to tell you something about myself, okay? I clap my hands when I'm happy, and my feet start tapping. And I'm not a kid. Oh my gosh. It's weird when I end up doing it in front of adults. It's just like the weirdest thing. I have to contain myself. But God loves that. He loves when people are a kid on the inside. He wants us all to be like kids. So always be a kid, guys. Always have fun. Here we have, I mean, you don't have to really like clap your, you don't have to do what I do, but it's just, I'm just saying that. I try to contain myself because it just looks weird in front of others. All right, let's get to this now. Oh, there's good intentions. And there's a lot of thinking. Here you have this individual, for some reason, Eight of Swords, does feel constricted. There are some barriers. This person has like their eyes blindfolded, their ears are shut, their hands are tied up. They're surrounded by swords and they're being watched by a hawk. There's something going on here where they just cannot release themselves from barriers and restrictions and constraints. This could be internal issues that they have, like I said, in the home, their home, people. This could be a problem with people. There are some type of problems here that they're going through. These are external circumstances, factors, restrictions. We also have that they feel that they hurt you so much. Queen of Swords, they actually feel that you are this individual who is now quite jaded. You feel almost as if, they feel almost as if they cannot communicate with you anymore. They feel that you are someone who is cold, that if they were to approach you, you would probably yell at them, you'd probably snap at them. there's also this feeling here that we have where you're just cold. It's like they've turned your heart into something or someone who's cold. They don't feel that warmth from you anymore. The majority of you here, the reason why they feel this is because they actually have gone through and they feel this distance between the both of you. So I do see, yes, there is distance here. And because they don't know what you're doing, what you're feeling, what you're thinking, this is what they're assuming. And this is why it's difficult for them to even approach you, because they think they've hurt you so much. They turned you into a cold-hearted individual. We also have here the Four of Pentacles. There are a few things here. They do want to hold on to this connection. They really are holding on to it deeply in their heart. But they also are holding on to some pride and some ego and some traditions that they have in their own viewpoint. So you see how this person was materialistic, right? This person is trying to give up a little bit of themselves. Why are they doing that? Because eventually, the Ten of Cups, beautiful card, best in the house. Yes. They're trying to change for you. They want to change for you because here they want a long-term committed relationship with you. If you want kids, this person wants to have kids with you. They want to have a home. They want to have a vehicle. It's a beautiful day, like just utter happiness. And if you don't want kids, no worries. This person simply wants to be with you and grow. Achieve dreams together. You're with each other. They want to achieve dreams. You are their dream. And here you are their wish come true. They love you from the bottom of their heart. They do. And they see a future with you. This person is going to become afraid that they're going to lose you forever. Remember the grief card. Grief is when somebody has passed away, or any type of grief, right? But the grief card itself is like devastation. What happens here with the Knight of Swords, this person's afraid that they're going to lose you forever. And so there's that speed. They're going to run right back into your life, and they don't want to lose you because they're afraid that they may lose you forever. It's almost as if somebody snapped this person into reality, and one day they just wake up and they realize, oh my goodness, I want my Sagittarius. This is not actually, this is different, Sag. This person's not going to come back into your life slowly and steadily. It's literally going to be like, here I am, let's do this. It's going to be very fast, actually. This person's going to be coming over to sweep you off your feet. That's the type of card this is. Very nice. But there's a lot of struggle before it. However, are they going to take action? 100%. Yeah, you have here an amazing card. And then you have the Knight of Swords. They do want to come into your life and just sweep you off your feet. Very nice. However, keep in mind that there's some things that are restricting them as well. And this could be their own problems with their own family, with their own, like, I hope not, but like mental health issues. Like maybe there's some trauma. Maybe there's some issues that they've had from the past. They're trying to get over that. Only then can they feel strong enough to be with you. Let's have a look at the time. Okay, I still have enough time. Just going to do a quick prayer. So these messages are from Archangel Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. This is for your greater good, whatever's going to make your soul happy. They know what's going to make your soul happy. Whatever makes your soul happy will make your body healthy and happy. You have a choice now. So not all of you are going to want to be in this connection, Sagittarius. Not everybody. Here we have if you believe, so you will be able to manifest this if you believe in it. However, you will also be able to manifest something else in your life or someone else in your life. We have it is up to you. This is actually now a choice. So this reading now is for two groups of you. There you go. Within the next few weeks, some of you here are going to choose a new direction. You're not going to want to be with this individual. You're going to want to change your situation from where you are right now. And the other group that wants to stay with this person, you are not going to change your actual direction. The destination is the same. You're just going to change the route or the pathway that you were going to follow. You may also change your method of approach. Here in the near future, you are going to take action. And some of you feel that the situation is not... Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I get a big, huge message here. You guys see there's no? No. All right. It does appear that the situation may not improve as fast as you want it to be. For now, do what you need to do. Take the action in the near future. Know the situation will improve a little bit, just a little bit, okay? But not as much as you want it to. Eventually, this is what the angels are telling you, and I know it is like, it's not sweet medicine. This is like something bitter or sour. Here, what the angels are telling you and suggesting to you is that if you want to be with this person, you are going to have to change your approach. This may take a few months. It could, for me, a twin flame connection took years. This is a problem. You are at a level that is already really good. This person, as I've mentioned before, is not at the same level as you yet. Remember earlier, we do have the Ten of Cups, we have the Knight of Swords. So eventually it's going to work out, yes. However, for some of you that just can't wait, definitely move on. For you, the situation will improve eventually after you take a new direction. And for the rest of you that want to stay in this connection, eventually things will improve, but it's not going to happen when you guys believe that it is. This is going to take some time. Because we did have the Ten of Cups. It's just that we make certain plans in our lives, and not everything turns out the exact same way as we had hoped for. So take it as it resonates, guys. But I do see a chance where the both of you will at least be able to communicate and talk to each other about something in the near future. That is there, and the near future was there, because this person's going to want to come back. And you know what? There could be a possibility that some of you may meet someone else, and by that time, there could be a chance when you're with someone else, this person decides to come back into your life, and at that point, you are the one that makes a choice that, no, I don't want to be with you. That is also another possibility out of these cards right now. Wow, that's a tough one. Sagittarius, goodness me. The bottom line is, this person has changed. They want the Ten of Cups with you. Even though there are restrictions and there's constraints and there's problems, they're still going to try to do their best to reach out to you. To some degree, the situation will improve, but it may not improve exactly as you have thought. There may be a slight difference. Take whatever comes to you, absorb it, and keep it to make yourself more wise. It doesn't have to be a lesson. It can just be an experience. There's a slight difference. All right. That is your reading, Sagittarius. That was pretty deep, actually. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance. Do let me know in the comments below. I will try my best to reach out to all of you as much as I can. If I don't, please forgive me. There's so many of you now, with the grace of God, thanks. And I will see you guys again in my next upload. You all take care and stay safe. Bye now.